I always had a love for housing, for drawing houses, for building them out of blocks. It was just always my passion. As a kid watching the Brady Bunch, I was more focused on what Mike Brady was doing as being an architect. Those are the things that stuck with me and not the antics of the children.
Supported that huge
Family. He obviously made a lot of money, right? I went to school at Miami University where I studied architecture. My husband Joe and I met in college and we were married shortly after. 3 days after getting married, we packed up the car and moved to Southern California. I had never been in California before we got married, so it was a very exciting time in our life. I can remember in my late 20s arriving out at one of the job sites and having the superintendent turn around and look at me and say, "Are you kidding me that you're my project architect?" And it threw me back a little bit, but it didn't deter me from what I knew that I could accomplish. Little did I know, my very first job out of school at a commercial firm was drawing the men's rooms, making changes to the interior elevations that included changing out all the urinals to a trough system. And everybody in the office took great joy in assigning that to me. So I didn't realize at the time, CYP, that I was meeting who would soon become the 6 founding partners of KTGY. Late '91, was able to join them and become an integral part of the start of a new firm. Over the past 25 years, we have grown to be one of the nation's foremost residential and mixed-use architectural firms.
So what do you guys do here?
We draw.
You draw? You like drawing?
We consider ourselves problem solvers. We believe that everybody, when you arrive home, should have a wonderful experience, and that could be in a micro apartment, that could be in a luxury single family, and everything in between. Scale of it does not change how much thought goes into it. In fact, the smaller, probably the harder it is. Okay, so you have to get my Diet Coke and my M&Ms. This is a key aspect to the sketching. Upon moving to Oakland, it was really important to me that I could start to live in a higher density environment. We were designing these buildings, and yet I had never lived in a building that had an elevator, that had an underground parking garage. What I've always looked at of where we live is understanding just how do they function, how do you find enjoyment in them, what are the best parts of them, and what can really be the problem with them. So this is what gets us going when we get to work every day, is being on the streets of Oakland, being within this community. Part of our commitment to our community, we've adopted a school, Madison Upper. It's a group of 6th graders, and we are basically taking them through an understanding of design. So if just one more child ends up going to college, one more ends up going into a design-related field, we would really think that that's great success. Deciding to open the Oakland office and basically raising my hand to say, we'll move, turned into the opportunity of a lifetime. The start of 5 of us, which is now 70, has been a wonderful journey and great opportunities for learning and growth. We love the challenge.
You hit it out of the park.
Or you're just really tired.